defeat the Cobra Demon. Oh, I guess I ever have a chance to get back there. Huh? Anyway, well, my phone's not charging properly. Oh, and I'm offline. Why am I offline? Okay. I have no idea what that was about. So, I seem to be experiencing internet trouble, and of course, before anybody asks, no, I did not get around to doing what I was wanting to do yesterday before I went to bed because I'm just that terrible at making sure I do shit. There we go. There we go. We're getting somewhere now, finally. Oh. And I'm guessing that, no, she didn't level up, so, but anyway, Eleanor got the Hella Valkyrie, Amber Pendant, Calcite Pendant, Calcite Bag. Oh, I guess I did something wrong, because, Velvet's HP dropped really fast, so. Whatever I did, I guess I'll have to not do that. Must have been I kept her in very unpaid for too long. So. Rokaru and Aizen leveled up. And they got Illusionary Veil and Shooting Star. Crosswalk or Calcite tab bracelet. Also, I checked my pay stub earlier before I started streaming, and my next raise will actually be a lot sooner than I thought, because it says I am 95 hours? Yeah, I'm roughly 95 hours until my next raise, and with the exception that I called in yesterday, that is for a week, so start of February. I should thankfully receive my next step up at work. Which means I will get a $2 an hour raise as part of the fact that I've been there for 4 years this year. As I started.
Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
Loot lover for the kid. More calcite bracelets. But anyway, I've been there for 4 years effective this June with my employer, and I don't know. It's been interesting. It now makes this job the longest job I have been at, because my previously it was when I worked at the hotel when I first started doing this off and on, and it was something else at the time, because I still remember the response I got to my notice that I was quitting was that, oh, we didn't even know you were unhappy. And it's just, I couldn't. Like, even now, I cannot. Because you know me, I tend to make my gripes very well known with my management team if I feel like they will listen, which to some degree I knew the person that I was speaking to would not listen because it would have impacted them. And yeah, actually a lot of my gripes too were about them, so. And it was the fact that this was my manager, and she had no regard for the fact that the number of times that I really swore I had more stuff I could break down, but I guess I was wrong. But anyway, and the number of times that she would be late to work, which would make me miss my bus. Yeah, I couldn't. So, and then for her to say that she didn't know I was unhappy, it was just not that it needed one, but if there wasn't. I guess when she's in that Therion state, even in the story mode, she eats when she's in that state. It must continuously drain her HP until she dies. Oh, of course. Big Ugly.
Whew. I thought we were done for.
Eleanor learned Burning Moon. Bunch of amber pendants and a cross blocker. Hopefully this is the right way. It looks like OBS is really not happy today. I honestly wouldn't know why. Because either that or my Wi-Fi is just that bad. Oh, what do I have open and active? Well, I don't know how that keeps doing it, but a long while ago I downloaded Ola, I believe it's called. I know it's a Chrome extension initially. It's a VPN, and I was using it at the time, and somehow, even though I'm sure I uninstalled it, it is still in my system. So I don't know if I can easily go in and manually eradicate it somehow, but it seems like I wonder sometimes if that's not causing me issues, because I don't have it set to start up on startup. But every once in a while I'll check the tab and it'll be there. It'll say the services are running. So oh, put my chat real quick. Well, unfortunately, this with Restream does not give me the information I was wanting. So, I. Alright, well, let's hope that stops the sudden disconnect, because that's 2 in the first 20-ish minutes. And I like to avoid another one before I get mad and raise my blood pressure even more than it already is up. Am I even going the right? Which? I don't even know. Wait, where does it take me? I don't think that's where I want to go. Oh, wait, it's this button. Yeah, okay, I am going the way I want to go. And since I'm already almost there, there's no point using an exit potion, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Alrighty. Am I really sure this is the way I want to go, though? Apparently it is not, because I just completely... Ugh. I just completely buggered that one up. So I'm thinking that after the completion of Final Fantasy V for a while, I think I'm going to take a break from. I mean, it's a situation where I enjoy the Final Fantasy series. Obviously, I've got multiple tattoos, or I've got. Yeah, you can say multiple tattoos, I guess, but I've got tattoos from multiple games um, done on me for the Final Fantasy series. I've got ones from Final Fantasy Tactics, which unfortunately is not on Steam, although that one is a much longer, boring one to try to Steam. I'd probably be better, or yes, stream. I would probably be better off doing that one. I think this is the way I want to go. Yeah, I can tell by the marker at the other end of that. On that side. But anyway, that would be a much more boring one to stream unless I would just cut to the battles due to the fact that it's story intensive. And the grinding required to master job skills and everything else to make characters combat ready. But I don't know why I brought that up, because it's not really relevant to the situation, as what I'm thinking about doing is replacing Final Fantasy for a bit and play. I can't remember what I was originally thinking of playing, because it wasn't Hunt Showdown, but I might just do it that way, because I also need an excuse to play that, because I went and bought it and then I played through the tutorial and that was it, because that's most of us could probably relate to that we buy games, play them once or twice, and then that's it. They sit in our inventory for however long. Oh, I got a drop earring for the left ear. But
Hey, Rokuro. Why did he call your Stormhowl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real Stormhowl, and his siblings get the remainders.
But
so one is
I've
real,
got
and the
so
others
many
are
other games that I could
imitations?
play for a bit.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Shigure has the real one, and yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry.
So
I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
there's a 24/7 AI
And to
power
Velvet, which
stream.
Laphicet is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh,
What are you saying?
Oh, I
she
see.
means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
Huh? The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Well, that's
Surely you are
interesting, though.
mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
I don't... So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
She's got you there, Eleanor. And I figured when it says I have one viewer in spite of my disconnects, it would be my most loyal viewer, the one and only Chickum, who I really need to do better about promoting their channel unless they don't want it, in which case I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But of course, Rad Rooster Dad has his own channel. He streams in conjunction with his lovely family, that primarily at the moment, because I can almost see the cockatrice doing this at some point. His lovely wife that I've known for a very long time, Dragon of Rampage. So I highly recommend you guys check them out for those that come across this later, because I do seem to get views for my VODs. And So I would recommend you both checking them out. They stream a lot later than I do. So, and it's always fun to make Dragon do the weird things that she sets up on her channel. And by that I mean she has multiple masks that they're all actually pretty cool. But considering what right now I'm noticing that I can't even breathe properly, I would probably die. Anyway, I seriously recommend you checking both of them out. Anyway, what you got to say? Also, Final Fantasy Tactics is easy to emulate on PC. I recommend the PSP remake since it fixes a ton of problems with the original. Yeah, I actually had? Yeah, because I don't think it made it with me here to Canada, but I have a copy of War of the Lions, which is the full title, it's the full title for the entire game, but it wasn't used in the original PlayStation release. And that, plus in War of the Lions, they added a couple of classes that were not in the original, including Onion Knight, which I'm not sure why they added that, because it's a freelancer, but there's Onion Knight and Death Knight. The cockatrices asked, and we told them no, because the internet is scary. Well, I didn't say anything about it being, soon. They're going to be, as much as I hate to say it, but it's true, they're going to be an adult before we know it, or at least before you know it. So, but since Chicken said no, definitely check out the wife's stream of Dragon of Rampage. And yes, the internet is scary. It's pretty, in my opinion, it's pretty well just as scary as the real world. In fact, yeah, sometimes even more so. Alright, I am missing a thing because I am supposed to get this one shut off. So where in the hell is... It would have to be in the same quote-unquote room, I would imagine. Oh, I ran right past the damn thing. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. I think the delay on my stream has increased to over a minute because of the thing crashing. So.
You and Shigure both use the Rangetsu style. But to me it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard, he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? A style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
Is to cut down the other.
precisely!
Both are renowned blades. But I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.
Oh, my expedition has returned. It's the real world. In real life, someone says they're something brain dead, they likely to get ridiculed on the internet. The more insane, the more likely you'll find somebody who, whether real or not, agrees with you, and the ridicule can be hidden. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Oh, level up. I'll be
I
checking
knew this
that.
would be big.
Ooh.
What a treasure!
Fantastic landscape. Skill slot expansion? Yeah, no, I absolutely see what you're saying with that one. I do. My observation comes from the fact of what... I guess you're right, it is because of the internet. 'Cause I was saying that
Scout ship setting sail.
based on the fact that depending on where you wander, you can be exposed to people who are horrifying in real life, but at the same time, the internet allows you to be exposed to them. Of course, I'm thinking more of the deep web than I am thinking of anything else, so... There's also the fact that there are certain aspects of it that can be made more public because certain people feel completely uninhibited and they will do things, say things, write things. Yeah, so yeah, your statement pretty well stands more than accurate, so I withdraw my earlier comment. Yay, I made it. Fort Cadnex. Found a cat. I take a nap and everyone just vanishes. What could have happened? I only have one of these, so might as well grab another. Same as this one. I don't have either of these? I find that hard to believe. Oh, ouch. Okay, I guess I can't just buy what I'm wanting to buy. Because I need to... I need to go back to basically grinding and monster hunting. Tranquillo, ribbon that helps him remain calm and focused. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning, considering I've only been awake for about an hour. I guess I'll have to go in here and save it since I don't have access to a save point yet. Yeah, so, you know, all that good stuff. Alright, where are you, Shigari? Ow, my damn hip.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out for myself.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks.
All right, let's get down to business. Not bad. You better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up.
Holy crap.
Games with me.
Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap.
Disgraceful.
Those are some fine-looking swords you got there.
Take a good look, because they're going to cut
Is he
you
the only
down.
one? Yeah, he's the only one.
That's right, get into it. Keep it up, I love it. Not bad at all, but I'm not done yet. You put
broke
up a
him.
good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you! Take this! What?
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
Listen here, fat ass.
Why? He was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah. We're headed for the Isolde Archipelago in Southgand.
And the kid learned Woodmire. Got the numbing play sight. Provides the ability to trigger random paralysis related skills. Virtuous spy.
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash, and can devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing, yet she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then. I know I may not look it.
Why are the others
but I
just
really
wandering
am good
around
at
behind
sewing.
her?
Maybe I should suggest mending her clothes rather than outright replacing them. On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be
And of
in over
course,
my head.
Magilou.
But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. All right, if I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good. Just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
And wherever Magilou falls in with that. Finally, someone points out her fucked up clothes. Yep.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
I'm rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah, it went over her head. I'm going to build a better life for myself. Just you wait and see, Madam Exorcist. And that was life bottle to replace the one I had to use against Shigure. The port may have lost its bustle, but the craftsmanship here is as good as ever. Our swordsmiths are among the best you'll find. There might be a lot of black or bright steel left, but the quality makes up for the lack of quantity. Oh, there may not. Okay. Piles of bright steel and iron ore passed through this port in its glory days, but the mines of Brigade Ravine have since run dry. Now there's an island. Oh, now this is just an island southwest front on the southwest frontier. I guess if there's a boom, a bus isn't too far off. Something, you know, the NPCs know more about economics than real people tend to do, so to say.
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years? And still just a novice?
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith, especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's less ore around nowadays, and swords don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Kadnik's weaponry has always been prized in Midgand. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
Well, isn't that nice? In reality, I suppose it is, but... Bricklebore meat. I was surprised that the sudden order to stay indoors, but Legate Shigure knows what he's doing. He took care of that swordbreaker demon once and for all. Thanks goodness he's around. Legate Shigure is the greatest swordsman in the world. No demon could ever stand against him. The only wound he's ever suffered came from his pet cat scratching his chin. Okay, I don't know where it came from, but I got a sudden cold draft, so... Long ago, a swordsmith went into the mines in search of the purest bright steel. He died when a tunnel collapsed on him, but his soul wandered on, still searching. Sometimes you can hear the sound of a hammer pounding on the metal deep underground. I've heard that story before. It's a nice local legend. You must have had quite the journey to get here. Please, ease your weariness before you go. Yeah, I'll stay and recover.
Did you need something?
No, not really.
As you say.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at Shigure. So I swung, and eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah.
Even if you did 1 swing a second, you couldn't do that many in 1 day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick.
No more
Rokuro.
about the economics. You had to
Even
haggle
still,
for everything
I
you
know it
bought.
would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with 1 sword or with 2.
And you keep doing it
You
despite
had to
knowing
calculate
it's
your own
pointless?
taxes. You had to
That
manage
seems a
currency
little odd.
exchange often.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is daft, as you put it. All I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
You need to go to bed. A lack of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
Oh, the save points up this way, but the Abbey says the dread Swordbreaker is on the loose, but they sent a legate after him. Who knows what damage the Swordbreaker could have caused if we weren't warned in time. Thank goodness for the Abbey. Ore fragments. Storehouse. Ember fragment. Sake. 1,450 gold obtained. Looks like there's a cat's mini game here. Slash thrust pop. You defeated a Code Red, did you? You were a savior. Were you a savior or an executioner? Yeah, even the wind from the sea weeps. Receive 4,750 for completing 2 Code Red hunts, in addition to Winged Harbinger of Death. I'm guessing that's is that an item or title? I guess it's a title. I guess. Let's see here. Where do I go to check that? Equipments, yes. Menu Maven. A title for one who spends time in menus, carefully considering your option. Oh. Okay. I should probably be considering changing these at some point, but it's hard to know. Must just be a title for the game, because I don't see it in her actual list. So. Chipped copper coin.
I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand. How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it! We'll be on our guard, too.
Okay, I'm gonna put my... I don't know, I think it's a Snuggie, or I can't remember what it's called. But I'm gonna put that on because I'm chilled.
Help if I don't put it on backwards. Damn blasted.
You know, I swear I picked it up the proper way, and apparently I did not. Alright. But if the captain heard about us taking an exorcist along with us, he'd be thrilled. Now, that's something you don't expect he'd say. Probably why he got himself kidnapped. Well, why in the blazes would it be Islegand? The skipper's curse, of course. Sailing between continents. The continents are connected by sea routes. Whenever you wish to travel to a different continent, talk to Benwick at the port to ride Ben Eltia. Traveling in this manner doesn't cost gold, making it an excellent option for travel. Okay.
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
Are you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Aifread like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy tail.
A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Aifread accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's a kind man.
Well, would you say that the sea is kind?
Can be.
How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting. A lot.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he rages. He can be shallow, deep, even a whirlpool.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to serve him, but that air of mystery keeps us around and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Aifread is one hell of a guy.
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
Sir? What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including yourself, understand?
Sir, yes sir. All hands, assume emergency positions.
The crew's holding up well for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair Scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand.
Like sand?
Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge.
Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge.
Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou?
Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh?
Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Quit whining and get going.
Oh, not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse!
The Reaper's curse?
Hell of a way to describe your boss. Almost like he's thought about it a lot. I mean, that's possible. It's also no saying for sure how long.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
There's no long how
Yeah,
saying
it's a
Benwick
wildflower
served
called
with
Salatoma.
Captain Eifrid.
Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
But if
Hold on a
Magilu,
minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town?
Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back soon. You all remain on the ship.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
so is Magilu not human then? She wasn't worried about it.
Salatoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
For a demon, he's actually.
That Rokurou, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too?
Oh,
This is
bullshit.
workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch trial and burn him at the stake.
I don't think that's how witch trials work.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look like you've got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what Rokurou was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokurou threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido? Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff? Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man. I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokurou lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him frightening.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right?
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything.
You brought it up.
My expedition has returned.
Take a look at this.
Discovered a new area, Kanano Island.
Scout ship setting.
So, skill set expansion. Oh, I see. Allows for possibility of 2 to trigger at once. He's completely and utterly out of it. Would you mind bringing some medicine? I'll give him the antiseptic in the meantime. We'll manage to keep ourselves alive, so get out there and find some Salatoma.
The map's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
Another cat's minigame. Warg Forest is east of Renede through the fens of Nog, and Bernac Plateau is to the north. There aren't many safe places in Westgand, so if you're going to travel, be prepared. The merchant vessel Vanvalvia. Yeah, whatever. Donating another load of relief supplies? We're always grateful. Donating supplies? It's only a ruse. We keep a bit of cargo stored away for when we need to make anchor in a hurry. I see, even with the Corsair Scourge, you never slip, do you? Well, no, because they would have been discovered by now. These supplies came at just the right time. With all the exorcists and soldiers about, it was starting to feel a bit tight.
A bit ago, a manacled body got caught in my nets.
Manacled? A prisoner?
You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. Manacles, even a brand on that one. I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my appetite, and it's bad for my heart.
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison island. Is it really just a prison?
You think it's strange, too? I've suspected something about that place for a while now. They say the whole island is a prison, but if you ask me, I bet it's just an execution ground.
Or it's for experimenting on demons.
Experimenting? What do you mean?
Testing the demons' capabilities. That's why they need prisoners. Food for the monsters.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding! There's no way the Abbey would do something that horrible, right?
You sure think of some crazy ideas. I bet all of this is the work of some vicious pirate gang.
Yeah, something like that.
That guy. He's pretty sharp.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any patrol ships around there recently. Used to be they'd chase you off if you got too close.
You know, you're right. If there are pirates about, it'll mean trouble unless the Abbey tightens up their patrols.
The best we can do is keep a wide berth of it for now. We wouldn't want pirates and demons sneaking up on us.
I think we'd notice if pirates or demons were around. No way they'd catch us unawares.
I can't tell if he's sharp or dull as a brick.
I know it sounds like bragging, but I swear I've got sixth sense. If the seas are about to get rough or there are demons nearby, I can feel it. Maybe, just maybe, I have what it takes to be an exorcist. If you're still saying the same thing in 10 years, I say go for it. Excuse me, is there an apothecary around here? An apothecary? Sure, there's one in the village. Here in Westgand, plants and animals infected with demon blight have been attacking folks, so the apothecary barely has time to sleep. I see. Thank you. When I look at equipment these days, all I want to do is dismantle it. Collecting materials has become a hobby of mine. I know the feeling. Just keep it under control, alright? Yeah, I need to stop dismantling equipment I was planning to enhance. Yes, that would be a terrible thing to do, considering I think I've done that once or twice. I'm happy to have more exorcists around, but what are they doing in Warg Forest? Shouldn't they be defending Renede? I haven't been told any reason, but I heard the orders come from the shepherd himself, so there must be some deeper purpose. Tarnished silver coin. Supposed to be a treasure chest in here somewhere. There it is. Enough bottle. Curious ball that enhances. Oh, instantly. Okay. Basically, it's like a return wing, return spell, whatever. Alright. If there's demons that will attack you, there are demons that will attack you if they so much as smell potential in you. Really? Oh, potentite. might be handy to have around, but I wouldn't want to die over it. Apparently there's only one in any particular region. Unless your luck is miserable, you're unlikely to bump into any. Demons drawn to potentite, eh? One per region is pretty rare, though, even for demons. Still, it's not a nice thought.
That's an interesting bridge.
This bridge has a bit of history to it. Port Renede was originally built here on this inlet. The water's deep enough for ships, but as you can see, it's a bit too narrow for a port. Large ships couldn't come close without a top-rate crew. So Port Renede was used almost exclusively by smaller ships.
What about the Von Eltia?
We're the best of the best. We came and went as we pleased.
So your point is you wanted to brag.
Hey, let me finish. The people wanted their town to grow, so they built an outer harbor for large ships, and this bridge to connect to it.
Uh-huh. So that's why the port and the town are separate.
But there's more. We secretly helped provide the funds and resources for them to build it.
So you are bragging.
And did this bridge bring prosperity to Port Renede?
No. The Abbey began regulating shipping and travel, right about the time the town finished building the outer port. If only the seas had remained free, Port Renede would have developed into a center for commerce and trade.
I suppose things don't always go as planned.
Then again, even if Port Renede became a bustling port, we still would have no trouble slipping in or out.
I'm not biting this time.
Garlic. And now we're in the actual village. Okay. Lovely seashell, I think. I forgot to read it.
When I was in Port Zexen, I heard that a swarm of demons attacked the palace and killed the High Priest.
No way! Isn't the palace the most heavily guarded place in the world? How did the Exorcist let that happen?
Bad news really does travel fast.
They say that the demons were disguised as humans, but were actually enormous monsters, twice the size of any man. They had razor-sharp horns and 3 burning eyes. They could take over your mind just by glaring at you.
If the demons were that terrible, no wonder the Exorcist couldn't deal with them.
Some rumors say they escaped. Some say a legate took them down in a climactic battle. But no one knows the truth. We should be ready to run in case they show up.
Is the world falling apart? Will the bad times return again?
A horned giant with 3 eyes, huh? Velvet, you're one scary lady.
They said swarm, so they were talking about you, too.
There's nowhere we can run. Demon blight is everywhere. Could there be some safe place across the sea on the far continent, do you think? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't heard anyone actually reaching the far continent. So the best we can do is pray we aren't attacked by some demons, then.
I know I'm repeating myself, but that's just not possible.
But the High Priest hasn't been seen since then. How do you explain that? I heard some people from the capital say that he might have been attacked by demons.
The Abbey's trying to cover it up, but the truth is getting out.
The security at the palace is better than anywhere else. Demons breaking in? Inconceivable.
But what if a whole horde assailed the castle?
The exorcists guarding the palace are elite, the best of the best. Horde or not, they couldn't have gotten in.
But what if they were some sort of giant demons? No matter how elite the guards may be, they'd have trouble against something like that.
If giant demons appeared in the capital, there'd be an uproar. I understand your concerns, but please remain calm and trust us. Panic and confusion is just what the demons want. They'll use it to slip into this very town.
Well, we know that, but still.
It looks like rumors from the capital are spreading.
The more chaos there is here, the easier it'll be for us to move around.
I know the Abbey story, but I'll need tangible proof before I swallow it. You're not the only one risking your lives. That's right, making us feel safe is part of the Abbey's job. The Abbey fights with all its might to preserve the peace of the land and expunge demons. I do not ask you to believe in me. I ask you to believe in Lord Artorias and the Empyrean Inamat. I see. I want to believe. I just can't shake this feeling of unease. Chest. Can't see a bottle. Chipped copper coin. Chipped copper coin. Life bottle. The inn. Did you hear, ma'am? Your boy's something else. We've got a future scholar on our hands. Yes, but he's a bit frail, and that worries me. Nothing in here. The collapse of Harmony, Merlin's rebellion, and the Dark Period. There were so many great events in the past, all legends, of course. But when I grow up, I hope to unravel the true meaning behind them. Balmy fluid. Oh, not a cat. You deem me third son and rising star of the character card family. Let me test your talent for the game. Oh, that's what Tails coins are for. Let's play character cards. Round one. Oh, these are characters from the previous games, because there's the redhead from the previous one, and Sheena from Tales of Symphonia. Oh, I even have Genus. I don't recognize some of the other ones. Ooh. I need them in here. I'm getting lightheaded. Don't know why. Yeah, these must be characters from all of the Tales games, because I don't recognize more than half of them. Oh, no, I recognize him. That's Lloyd from Tales of Asteria. That's next in our little playthrough. Colette. Renegade. That was... I don't even remember right now. Oh no, the other redhead that's Axel, so then that's... I can't remember his name. He was the other chosen from the previous game, and that was Yuri. So she wins. Okay. Because 4 more of the same cards were in the same title were in the field area. This is definitely an interesting minigame, I'll say that much. Oh, there's Lloyd. Rain. Tales of Fantasia. Well, that's where he's from, eh? Renegade. Finish round. Eisen earned 30 points. What will they do if they eavesdrop by a demon? You know, apparently they aren't worried about that much, it would seem. Oh, silent. Oh, looks like I've lost this round. Oh, Tales of Symphonia. Sworn ally. Finish round. Eisen earned 15 points. I won. Okay. No, we will not try that again. But that's interesting. I didn't know there was such a minigame in the game. Thorny waistcoat. Although I am tempted to play more just like that game. Found a cat's water Norman hat for Laphicet. Water Norman suit for Laphicet. Okay, you know I'm curious enough that I've got to... Oh my god! Some kind of big-headed creature. Okay.
Hello there. How can I help you today?
We're looking for Salatoma flowers.
Well now, that's an order I don't get every day. It's not for the Corsair's Scourge by any chance.
The very same. Some of our crew developed fever 3 days ago. I want to take care of it as quickly as possible.
Understandable, but unfortunately, I'm out of stock right now.
How can you be out of stock? The flower's in season, isn't it?
It is, but not too long ago, a demon appeared in Warg Forest, where we harvested. And now the Abbey won't let anyone inside.
They what? Why haven't they exterminated the demon?
From what little I've heard, they've had trouble tracking the thing. 100 people go in, maybe only one will actually come across the beast.
If it's so rare, then what's the danger?
Because nobody who's encountered it has come back alive.
First the Corsair's Scourge, then no medicine, the Abbey, and a mysterious demon. Never a dull moment with the Reaper's Curse, eh?
I could try to order some from other towns, but if you're already on day 3, they might not make it in time.
But if we go to the Warg Forest, the Salatoma will be in bloom, correct?
Right, but the demon...
We're going to the forest.
Let's solve it. Some of flowers grow in Warg Forest are a surefire cure for Corsair's Scourge. But there are nasty demons roaming about, and you shouldn't tread where the Abbey doesn't want you to. Anyway, I'm afraid going there is a bad idea. Well, maybe for you. Hello there, we may be a simple country shop, but we've got a fine selection of goods. Do you? I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, actually, they're not bad. Okay, finally I can pick up the Floric stuff for these two. Ah, okay. That's what that does. Okay. Okay, well, now there's new stuff down there? Yep, new conversations.
The demon of Warg Forest? Yeah, I heard about it.
What
It's been the
did the
talk of the
cat
town around here
from
lately.
that
My
anime?
guess is it's some kind of invisible demon. Scary, right?
An invisible demon?
A bunch of exorcists got
Maybe.
together to hunt the demon, but they couldn't find it. If it's not invisible, then maybe it's so fast they couldn't see it, or too small for them to notice.
What kind of watch are they keeping on the forest now?
Shouldn't you know? You're an exorcist too, right?
Yes, but my duties take me from place to place, and I don't know the details of the demon hunts in this area.
I see. I don't really know the details myself either, but I hear the exorcists are patrolling in shifts.
Interesting. It sounds like they still might not have a good lead on what this demon is.
Please hurry. Find that demon and get rid of it. We won't feel safe until it's gone.
You have my word. We'll do everything we can.
We're here to find Salitoma. Sorry, but we don't have time to go demon hunting.
I know.
You can kill two birds with one stone. It won't go near Warg Forest whether the Abbey allows it or not, but there are lots of different beetles there, rhinoceroses and stags and whatnot. There are insect freaks who love that sort of thing, and they came here to go catch bugs in the woods. Well, they ended up fighting over who caught what, and there was even some bloodshed. So that place is creepy in a lot of different ways. It rains so much in Westghan. I suppose it makes everything lush and green, but they say demon blight affects the plants too. It makes the rain feel like a curse.
Dad, I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with life in this village.
There you go, with the whining again.
Those two, they seem to be rather upset.
Best stay out of it. They're going at it hammer and tongs. The phrase is hammer and tongs.
I'm not whining. It's been 10 years and the village is no better off than when we started. Every year it gets colder, and every year our harvest gets worse. And the risk of demon blight hasn't gone away.
Your point? Compared to other regions, Westgand has fewer cases of demon blight. Other areas are suffering worse from the cold and the demons. I'd say we're better off here than anywhere else.
You're saying we're lucky that all we have to worry about is cultivating this inhospitable land?
Don't be so impatient. We'll see results. Westgand has incredible potential. If we keep working this land, eventually it will become a prosperous place. Maybe not now, but in 100 years or 1,000, our descendants will have joy and plenty. That's enough for me.
There you go again. Who cares about ancestors? I'm talking about...
Good man, your words have moved me. As an exorcist, I promise to work my hardest to end the demon blight and help people like you find security.
Oh, thank you for your kind words, young exorcist.
Shut up,
Then I have a
Eleanor.
request. How about you start helping by marrying this fool son of mine?
What?
Ever since his lover gave him the slip, he's been whining like this non-stop.
I'm very sorry, but that wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah, we should have already cleared parts of Warg Forest for farmland by now. But it's cold all the time and demon blight is rampant and I can't find a wife. It's just dismal. What's pathetic? Well, that's just pathetic. What would your father say? Wait, I am your father. Anyway, there's no time to be giving up. No ladies out there like a quitter. Took him a second, apparently. Oh, and look, there's a code red just south of here, so. Witches, I think they're witches. Skunks. Battle to, what the hell? Command your allies in battle, then quickly press our right stick again to cancel. Hold and press LB to give out the order. Oh, left.
Everyone attack! Guess it's time to fight.
I mean, I suppose that's nice. They should have showed that a while ago, maybe. A 100 years. Sure, 1,000? I don't know.
Just how does this sword work?
Don't touch it.
Calcite paper mastered.
In other words, the rest of her is fair game.
Not unless you really want to get hurt.
Floric boots, calcite boots. Somebody just mastered something. What the hell? Oh. I think it was the kid. Yeah, calcite paper. Bamboo paper, or bamboo stack.
Don't get careless. Did you see that? I beat it.
Calcite blade, floric blade. How does she have 4?
Don't get careless. You're right. You wronged me. Here's your justice. Fight in order.
15 hours, still need tutorial. Yeah, I honestly, that tutorial should have been handed out like, I don't know, when Eleanor joined us.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Expedition has returned.
Take a look at this.
Perfect.
Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
Pirate flag, red snakes. Rapid ray fin. Rengetsu style and unyielding.
I'm ready for this.
Did Magilu say the rest of her is fair game after Velvet said not to touch her sword? Yeah, she did.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Eleanor and Magilu leveled up. She learned Triple Tremor. Demon's Cleaver. Blade sharp enough to slice gelatin with ease. Ideal against amorphous foes.
Hey, Laphicet. What's the Reaper's Curse Magilu was talking about?
Supposedly, Aizen's presence has the power to bring misfortune to the people around him.
Is that some sort of special Moloch power or something?
It's worse than mere misfortune. At Vortigern, there was a sudden mass outbreak of demon blight, and many of his fellow crew died on his watch.
I find that a little hard to believe, honestly.
The Reaper's curse is all too real. It was the Reaper's curse that tore me from you and got me captured by Miss Magilu.
Oh, is that so?
I missed you so much. The hazy halcyon days when I would blow on your cheeks to make your tears dry up.
Hey, that's not...
It must be destiny that we've been reunited. How I wish I could return to your side once more.
Do what you want. I don't care.
Really?
I won't stop you. Maybe she wants a Moloch who freely divulges a young girl's secrets.
I'm fine, thank you very much. I've already got Laphicet to look after as it is.
Aw, no fair! Is he the one who blows on your tears now when you cry?
Moggy
Almost certainly does not.
bad.
And as of right now, you're a stranger to me.
Velvet, Eleanor, neither one of them are impressed.
What? Just so we're clear, Laphicet will do no blowing on any cheeks.
Of course not. I mean, not that it ever happened in the first place anyway. Just forget it.
Yet another victim of the Reaper's curse!
Let's get started.
Scary things.
Have you looked in a mirror lately?
You really go crazy with all that paper.
You think I'm the one that's going crazy?
Shock ward. Comfrey.
I'll end this quickly. Make it You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
And the Aphrodite Sash and Flirt Garment have been mastered by Velvet and Eleanor. Alright, might as well handicap myself a bit and get her started on some of this other stuff she's got to learn. Okay. Oh, there's a Rosemary. Oh, would you shut up? Just killed you.
Eleanor, are you feeling all right?
Yes, for now at least.
I'm glad for that.
Laphicet will not do any
remember,
blowing
The
on any
Reaper's curse
cheats.
is no joke.
Nope, it's still
Is
someone on
Arson's
cheese.
curse even real? I'm having trouble believing in it.
You never know. Talk like that might give you a stomachache, or a blister, or a bug might fly into your mouth.
A bug?
Miss Moggy-Lou, please stop making up things just to scare Madame Eleanor. Like when you said that 4 Navy warships tried to detain the Von Eltia and disappeared without a trace? Or that Eisen made a stopover on an island and the men there caught demon blight? Or that a man bumped into his shoulder and started laughing and died from suffocation?
Please stop. That's even more frightening.
That's a pack of lies. It was 7 warships. everyone on the island, not just men, caught demon blight. And the guy who bumped into me died from hiccups.
Hold me.
But as far as the Corsair's Scourge goes, you don't need to worry. Just drink the Solitoma juice and you'll be fine.
Assuming they're in bloom.
Yeah, there is that.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, holy crap, it's a lot later than I thought it was.
Let's do our best.
Oh my god, a dire foe. Holy crap. I was wondering what was going on. The battle wasn't over just yet.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
I got an achievement for that for defeating the Hanged Man. Holy crap, that grade. 32.94. Command shoes, calcite waistcoat, lance, mastered. Battle garment, midi blouse, calcite waistcoat, mastered. Earth ring, mastered. Hopeful Ignicite. When no items are received after combat, drop rates for the next battle increase by 1% on moderate mode or higher. Well, that was a hell of a shock to say the least. I didn't think I'd encounter one. Because I thought in order to get a dire foe, it would have to be a dangerous encounter with 2 or more monsters, but apparently not. Okay, so these are all good. Thorny waistcoat. Let's go ahead and give the kid thorny waistcoat plus. Actually, let's just give him a regular one because it doesn't do anything for his stuff. So, battle garment, amber garment, monolance, worn spear. She mastered midi blouse. Let's give her the calcite garment. actually, let's see if I do have a battle garment she can learn from. Make sure they're done, which they are. And we'll give him the thorny waistcoat plus 3. Earth ring goes up to, I'll double check, yep. Aqua ring. Oh no, he mastered the aqua ring already. Wind ring. It's a shame that he didn't get anything, but he really didn't participate, so. Alright, I'm gonna go save it after that, because that was something else. I'm honestly surprised I won. I'll have to read up on dire foes a bit more, that way I know roughly how they potentially spawn. I should have known something was up though when the battle didn't immediately end, so that's my own fault. Mushroom. Free. Alright. Whatever, I can't get there from that side. Holy hell, I'm hungry. But unfortunately, the good stuff that my husband and housemate brought home from their trip to Calgary yesterday, I ate it all last night. Which I regret terribly. Although, when I was watching the anime I was watching, it's like, yeah, I should have a gluttonous ring too sometimes, I think, still. Is that another save point? It is. Okay. It's a ferry. That's what he said. Anyway, Warpike. Oh, let's see if we can beat this thing.
Woo, it's a biggie.
That's what she said. Literally. That's what Maguli just said. Oh, there is one more of these damn things. Not actually very strong for some reason.
Whew, I thought we were done for.
Master of Arms. And he mastered the waistcoat, twin charm, wind ring. Also got calcite boots, battle garment, floric boots mastered. Oppressor's Vevanite. Further increases damage when inflicted during a weak point combo on moderate difficulty or higher. That was quick. I'm not sure how many points it took to master it, but a lot quicker than I would have thought it would have been. And really, he has no other boots to use, so I'll just move him back down because others need those. Wind Ring goes up to nothing because they are still learning Flame Ward. So I guess I will move him up to the Slow Ward. Waistcoat. Thorny Waistcoat. Twin Charm 2. Nothing. I guess I'll just put him up to the Amber Talisman. I'm gonna have to go check equipment in the city, I guess. Alright, back to the city. Yeah, I don't think I'm above level. What am I at? Levels 24. Pretty well across the board. So I don't think I'm over leveled for this area. I think maybe I've just actually done decent building the character.
You better be ready.
I imagine Magi would be the one shouting. That's what she said. Yeah, I could see her doing that, yeah.
Stop fooling around.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
Calcite doll, fluorite doll. Okay, let's go back and see what... Because they should have some gear that... Rokuro can get. Okay, so... now they have this stuff that I do need. Floric ribbon. Floric earrings. Floric talisman. There we go. You! Excuse me, holy crap. Also need to get a new box of tissues after that. And apparently certain equipment will increase the battle gauge too, from what I saw when I was changing around Aizen's equipment. So that's probably how, at the time, Velvet had the extra battle gauge. Well, I don't know. I don't think I should be doing much of anything else besides heading to the save point outside the next zone and calling it quits for the night, or well, for the day, I guess, since it's 1 o'clock and I have some stuff I should try to do since I've got to work this afternoon. See, whenever.
I challenge you.
I suppose during the next week, I could find some time to do some grinding with this one. Although I do have to do some grinding with Fairy Fencer F2.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Got a bunch of calcite garments. Alright. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day for today. I have not heard back from my bank yet, so I should be here tomorrow without an issue. Excuse me. And yeah. Sorry, I need more coffee. I've only had 1 cup so far. Usually I've already had 3 by now, so. With all that being said, I thank you guys for being here today, of course. I'm always happy to have you along. Hope your day goes well. I will see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy V as we process our way through Exdeath's Castle a bit more, and Church Girl Annoying. Yeah, Eleanor is something else. That might be the nicest way to say it. So, that being said, though, as I was in the middle of saying, I hope everyone has a good day and takes care. If you're not here tomorrow, I will see you Wednesday when we get back to more Fairy Fencer F, and of course next Thursday when we get back into this game a bit more. In the meantime, stay safe and take care out there. I'll see you later. If I can get myself to the right screen.